Hello everyone and welcome back to a new episode of our achievement run in Starbirds. Today we continue where we left off last time. Last time we finished Sector 2. This gives us access to Sector 3, but also the Sector 2.1, a little detour. The little detour wants from us to complete this sector. Complete the Sector 2.1 without claiming more than 3 asteroids. Magpie 2.1, reach 100% of the maximum score in 2.1. And Starbird 2.1, reach 100% of the maximum score in Sector 2.1 without upgrading a building. But for now, let's start Little Detour. One thing that we need to keep in mind is that we are allowed to land only on 3 asteroids. The thing is, we don't know which resources we need. Into the unknown. That's what it's all about. Let's explore this sector and bring home some of the treasure we can find around here. This is an expedition to a bonus sector of Sablina. Replay this level as much as you like. It will be different every time. So it's kind of a random generated level. So the captain wants to have 100 water, quartz and plastic. We haven't discovered plastic yet, but we do know how to make quartz. Quartz was silicon and water, if I remember right. Yeah, silicon and water. That gives us quartz. But we need to figure out how we can create plastic. So this is water and quartz. That's on the first asteroid. That's easily done. But we do have plastic here. It's made in a refiner out of hydrocarbon, and hydrocarbon is methane and carbon. Or we can use water and carbon. And carbon is again methane and oxygen. So that means we can go to this asteroid and then one of those. And then we should be fine. Let's enter here. So you want some water and some silicon. Well, let's start with water. Drop down a extractor, connect. Do the same with silicon, connect. Place our little rover, grab some tech points, gather some credits. And let's see. We need 100 water. We can create oxygen on this planet. Let's do that. And also accept this one. Create a couple more extractors. Let's build a launch pad over here. Then we need a chem lab. Couple extractors, one for water and one for silica. And that should give us quartz, right? Yes. Since we are allowed to get 3 asteroids, I am thinking about going to maybe this one and use it as a crafting hub for plastic. Because we need... What do we need for plastic? hydrocarbon, We need methane. And oxygen and methane. Well, actually, we should be able to do that all over here. So let's see. Let's extract some of those. And on this one we need a landing pad. It's really tight on this asteroid, but we should be able to deliver the methane to this pad. Let's start a few more quests. So we need plastic. We should be able to craft this over here. So we need methane and oxygen in a chem lab. Oxygen we can craft over here. Let's build one of those. One refiner. That should give us oxygen. Then we need 200 credits. Okay. Oxygen and methane. And that gives us carbon. Carbon combined with water gives us hydrocarbon in another chem lab. We are out of currency. Where's our little rover? Over here. Let's get some credits. We need another chem lab. Combining water. We are again out of credits. We need this one. Connect water. That gives us hydrocarbon combined. We can put that in a refiner and then we should be getting our plastic. That's quite a process. Let's put it over here, place that in here, and that should give us plastic. Let's send it to space. It is a slow process, but we are making some plastic. And that should be all for our victory. Expedition completed. We play this level as a new expedition or stay here to try maximize your score. Okay, and we got 2 achievements, Resident Bird and Sector 2.1 completed. Alright, that was fairly easy. So the next thing we could do is reach 100% of max score without upgrading a building and reach max score in Sector Tier 1. So these are basically the same achievements, except for this one we are not allowed to upgrade. So let's see. if we go back and have a look at a extractor. Here we can upgrade the building. So we can unlock with our star points. Well, let's go into the menu. In our rewards menu, with our when we achieve certain goals, we get these kind of tokens, and with those tokens we can buy upgrades. But these upgrades are not automatically applied, so we can then go into a building and upgrade it here for science points or tech points. But I haven't done that yet, so that means we should be able to get this goal. So we need the maximum score without upgrading anything. How much is our maximum score? I have no idea, but that should be visible in here, I guess. So there are tons of modules we can unlock. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There are 12 modules, so 12 stars. And another 9, 12, 15 stars. So 27 in total. But it looks like we don't need that many resources, and plastic is already on max, even though we have only one single production line. We need more quartz, water, silicon, and methane. Maybe we unlock more different items when we send other items to the station. For example, when we go back here, where is water, and send some hydrogen. Do I have somewhere hydrogen? Craft quickly some hydrogen. Okay, so hydrogen gets sent to the station. And yes. So that means we need to find all possible resources and send it to the base. Methane production. And another launch pad. With a couple of those. Adding some tech points, because we need tech points to explore other asteroids. We can go to this asteroid. The station. Drop our rover. Alright, iron's done. Tech points. Thank you. More tech points, more credits. That is done. Iron and aluminum. Accept. Do we have aluminum somewhere? Over here. Let's place a couple of extractors. Gather some aluminum. Silicon, we do have silicon. Let's go with this one. Then the next one could be copper. But for copper we need to unlock a new asteroid. Let's go to this one over here. And one more. Copper is done. Accept. So we are flying through those modules. We need a ton of copper. Maybe I can start to getting 3 stars on the resource gathering part as well. And let's see, we have to change our production line a little bit over here. Where do we create carbon? Over here. So instead of making plastic, we send it directly over to the station, and then we should be able to get easily another module. Okay, plastic is now decreasing since we don't send any more plastic, but hydrocarbon is increasing. But we also need to produce in a separate production line hydrocarbon, so we can send both to our station. And it needs 8.5 a minute. It's probably also enough to have just one production line. But for now I'm focusing on all the modules. And then we can have a look at the resource production. So we don't have glass, but we can do this one. So let's put you back over here. And we are producing this purple stuff. What is it called? Carbon. So we should be able to get 8 carbon in no time. One more. Alright. Which one would be the next? This one. Let's bring 4 carbon to the station, and then we need to set up our plastic production again. One more. Alright. Let's produce some plastic. And then we have one more module left. Alright. And the final one is 12 glass. So we need to find out how to produce glass. It's maybe here in our wiki. Yes. We need quartz in a refiner. Okay, that's doable. Where do we produce quartz? Is it over here? Here we do have quartz. Okay, let's add a refiner over here. Plop that in. That should give us glass. Discover a couple more planets. Got another one over here. So this one has only alloy, aluminium, water, and methane. That's actually pretty good for our plastic production. Okay, let's see. We got all 12 modules. So this part is done, and now we can focus on delivering our resources. So iron is only available on this asteroid. Let's do that first. That should be the easiest one. 84 per minute, 85. So that should be enough, right? Yes. Okay. Check. Then let's do the triangle thing. That should be easy as well, because here's a planet with only triangles. How much do we need? Okay, that's done. Triangles are good. Let's do methane. Well, first I need to quickly Google how to pronounce this word because I have no idea. Okay, it should be something like methane. Probably still wrong, but you know what I mean. Let's go to this one. Oh no. I accidentally clicked on the wrong button. Ah, damn it. I pressed Alt F4 to quit the game without saving, and I hope... No, it's autosave. So we still have a level 2 extractor. That means we can do the whole level again. That's annoying. Yeah, now it's grayed out, so we cannot reach that anymore. But at least we know now for sure how the upgrading a building achievements or goals work. Yeah, well, anyway, I finished that level to get this one, but now we can push it a little bit more because I can upgrade all those excavator or extractor to produce more, so we should be able to get that goal in no time. Okay, let's go to the lime. Where is it? Over here. Do we have more silicon? No, it's only this one. It looks like a lime wedge. Where is it? It's... Where do we send silicon? Over here. So, how much do we send at the moment? 29.1. So if I upgrade those two, 29.1, we should get more now. Maybe upgrade this one as well, so it doesn't jam. So it's much faster now. Okay, now it's increasing. But not by much. Let's see how far we can go with 2. So it was 29.1 with 2 level 1 extractor. So we had 37 with 2, that means 37, 74, and roughly 15. That should be enough to get 81. So with upgraded we only need 5, I think. So let's see, do we have water over here? Let's do water. Oh, that looks small. Hydrogen, we need more hydrogen. And we need to produce plastic on this site. What do we have on here? Only the triangles. The triangles are already completed, right? Yes. Ah, I see. We can upgrade pretty much all the buildings. Let's see what happens. Oh, we haven't unlocked this one. Even though it says 10 points, but we cannot upgrade it. Extractor and this one, the refiner, we can also not upgrade. That was not helpful at all. Methane. Connect, connect, connect. Goop. What is goop? Oh. So goop is, I guess, as the name says, unusable material, because we need not water, but oxygen. Okay, that gives us carbon. That looks better. And I guess we need a couple more of those guys. How much do we need? 2.3. Ah, that might be enough. Maybe we only need one, if you're lucky. Let's wait a second and see. Okay, it looks like that we need about the same amount as carbon. And it looks like that we need for carbon a second production line. Plug that in here and connect. So I hope that we get enough carbon. We are producing now 15 with only one. That should give us about 30 with 2 production lines. And I hope this one will produce 15 as well. Then we should be good with only 1 production line. So I think we produce way too much water. Let's change this one to oxygen. Come on, a little bit more. Yes. Okay, so we need more glass. This planet is not used yet, so we do have plenty of space over here. If I build one of these things, a refiner, put that in here and that in here. Is that giving us goop? No, it gives us ash, another resource. Well, let's produce some ash then. Okay, ash is completed. Let's see. We need more glass. How much glass do we produce? 14, so one more production line should be enough. And we got another achievement, 2.1, reach 100% of this planet. Or this sector, I mean. So that means we needed 48 stars, which is not really the maximum, because we could increase, let's see. Yeah, it would have been the maximum if we didn't found the ash or the goop. So that means we can, for the next run, when I try to do it again without upgrading buildings, I can craft ashes and goop instead of the more complex items. But we need a total of 48 stars. Alright, so that's the sector 2. I will come back and try to do this achievement as well in a separate episode, I think, because I think it's going to be quite tedious to lay out all the production lines on this tight space. But yeah, we'll definitely come back and do that. But for now, thanks for watching and see you in the next episode. Thanks, bye bye.